Okay. Cause for why?
Because I could. Because
Okay.
I could.
Oh, okay. It looks like I have a floating mic in front of my
Have
face.
it.
Okay. Wait a minute. Don't. Okay. Sorry, people. We're having technical difficulties of El Stupid. I'm about to turn this off because this is getting on my nerve.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There we go. Now you can see me and we don't have a problem. Just a little blur.
Mm.
I'm trying to pick a new background and I haven't decided on it yet. And I'm like,
Oh.
I'm working with it because because I'm wearing a blue shirt today. So
Mm.
it's effectively working as a green screen. And when I put my green screen on it, I don't turn purple. It just gets weird.
Mm.
You would think I would just turn purple, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so hello, and they can't see me now. Okay, now you can see me, so I can't sit back. Okay, hello, and welcome to Godly Spiritual Ladies. This background might be getting turned off in a second because it's pissing me off. I am one of your co hosts, Gwendolyn. That is Sheila, who is pressing the buttons. That's why you keep seeing her hand. We are having background things. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized you fixed it. Oh, okay, because now you don't look smushed. Now you're gone, but okay, there you go. Yeah, but you don't look smushed. And what are you doing?
Playing with the screen.
I see this. Okay. So, like I said, welcome to Godly Spiritual Ladies. This is a podcast about church and nothing and life.
It's a podcast about spirituality and nothing.
Okay, spirituality. When I say church, I'm usually meaning spirituality, not the institute of organized religion.
Right.
Right. I'm talking about church is how I see it.
Natural church, the church of the world, the church of the life, church of the earth, the ground, the dirt, the oil, the worms. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I feel like we should have like I should have had a speakeasy or a beatbox going on. You know those spoken word
Mhm.
um
That's why
yeah,
I'm like,
poetry.
yeah, that's why I'm sitting here looking at you like,
Yeah. That's what I was like.
right.
Dig
Okay.
that beat, dig that beat.
Okay.
Oh God. I am high on medication right now, so I am
Yes.
enjoying myself.
Yes. Okay. So for people to let you know, Sheila's sick
Mhm.
as per usual because she has to be around people. It's
Mm.
basically, I thought of this after we talked. I said, basically, you know what your problem is? You work at a daycare and all the adults are getting you sick. You know how they say when you go to the daycare, all the kids get you sick, but your daycare is an adult daycare, but they just pay them. That's
Yeah,
what I call work.
oh,
Is an adult daycare
yes. Uh,
because them adults be acting like toddlers sometimes. You're just like, I don't want to talk to you today. This is why we have all the shootings and stuff and things because you stupid. You know,
I don't really work at an adult daycare just in case anybody was really thinking that I do, but I don't. So don't ask me questions about it.
no, 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 not an actual adult daycare. I'm calling all work adult daycare. If you work in an office with a bunch of other people.
Yes. Who can be sick and don't tell. By the way, if you can see, I'm also wearing our hoodie.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I wear that hoodie all the time, especially now that the weather's good. Snatched hoodie.
Mhm. It is on like Donkey Kong. Not that Donkey Kong has anything to do with it, but I'm just saying.
No, that's just a saying. We know. Okay, so we are going to just be ourselves. Yeah. So let's go into how was your week besides you being sick?
I just got sick.
Yeah, that's what I said. Besides the sick part, because that just happened.
It was should be okay week. So the week started off with me having to go into the office for an all staff meeting to be told things that I really didn't want to hear. Then Tuesday I took the day off because well it was my vacation day, so then I could actually rest. So I dragged myself so I can go to sleep. And I pretended I was somewhere else. So that helped out. And then Wednesday, I actually had to work regularly, which is fine. And then Thursday, I had to go inside and dealt with people, which was fine ish. But again, I was okay ish. But I started having a headache. Should have realized that was a sign. And I started sneezing a lot more. And I was like, hmm. But, again, with me, I'm just like, eh. But then later that evening, I was just like, this is not really cool. And then on Friday, I was like, oh, this really is not cool. And then halfway during the workday, I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I need to rest. Like, you know how when you ever have those moments when you tell yourself, self, I'm going to need you to listen to yourself.
No. I have been doing that lately. And I was like, because I've been saying repeatedly, I'm going to listen to my husband and my dietitian because they've been telling me all the great things to what to do, and I have not been listening. And I listen, I was like, I should actually listen to y'all people. One, I'm paying one of them, and the other one's my husband, and he kind of knows me, and he's like, no, do this, and I'm like, I'm going to start listening to y'all.
It's that id and id, like my ego and my rest of me is like, so me, myself, and I. So me started realizing I need to listen to I and self.
Oh yeah,
And so I said to and I have to not be upset to do that. Like sometimes you get like, I don't know how to say this right now, but
you
you
get
know what I'm trying to
irritated
say.
at you get irritated at your own dang on self for not listening and for listening at
Yeah,
the same time.
yes. And it's like I have things to do. Or
Hmm.
things that I have put myself in charge of to do. And it's like, I want to get them done. However, the rest of my body is like, I get you, I got you,
But sit
but
down.
no. Right? It's like, but no. And so every time I kept trying to sit up to do stuff, it just became harder and
Hmm.
harder. And then when when it's painful to put on your glasses and you need your glasses to see,
Hmm.
my
Oh,
body was like, must I make you blind to shut up? I'm like, I got you. I'm
oh
going.
no. When I say I perfectly understand, you know how my migraines get. All last weekend was sick. I'm like, I'm just doing stuff, and I did what you said not to do, which is what we forced our body to do. So this is what happens when I forced my body so bad to go do the things that I needed to do. I ended up throwing up outside,
Mm,
and I don't throw up in the street. Just
mm.
randomly walking, and
She's a lady, people. She's a
oh
lady. That's why.
yeah,
That's why our tagline is godly, spiritual ladies, not harlots, not hoes, not skanks. Okay.
no. Well, since it's a spirituality thing, it should be a Jezebel.
But yeah, we ain't Jezebels,
No. And
except at home in the sheets.
I yeah, I was like, I thought I was gonna burp. You know how you get those things where you think you're gonna burp and then something came up? I was like, oh shit.
Like this
Even
is not what I expected.
not as expected. Kim was like, okay, we're getting you home, and that's not normal. And it's like, yeah. So when I say what you going through, I understand because that was me last weekend. And I was like, mm-mm. Okay, my week was actually really good.
Mm,
It was funny, and I know I use these words. My therapist gets on me for them. When I say funny and weird, those are my two favorite words.
mm-hmm.
And I use them for interchangeable for everything. She's like, that's not the meaning of the word. And you use it
Well,
like
if you
this.
understood what I was talking, if you understood the
Oh,
content,
oh no,
then you understand the meaning of said word.
oh yeah, but she gets on me. She's like, no, don't use a blanket term. Actually explain what you're feeling. I'm like,
Exactly. I get her though. I get her.
oh no, I love my therapist. And at the same time, she get on my last nerve because she know me. She be getting me together. So so for our people out there, Sheila already knows this. I need your prayers because I applied for a job. Now, it's a job I want, it's a job I'm qualified for, but my brain and my anxiety says, no, you're not. That you're going to get this job and you're going to screw it up. And it's the fear of the unknown, it's the fear of success, it's the fear of letting myself down and listening to all those people from back in the day tell me that I wasn't anything.
It's
You know,
it's listening to those the ghosts of demons.
exactly. And she was like, "Yeah, you're still trying to heal your inner child and stuff like that." And we went through some stuff, and I'm like, "Okay, well, yeah, that's a new thing to come up with now." It's like, damn. But it's a good thing. So I applied for this job. It's really good, and hopefully I will hear back from them soon. Now, the thing is about the job, it's through CUNY, and they're notoriously slow. And
Mm.
I only put it in a couple of days ago, so I'm like, I'm expecting to hear from them in a month. It's
She's
CUNY.
got time.
Hmm. Yeah, and I'm not stressing it either. So like I hear, I don't hear, it's okay. But I would love the prayer for just in case because it is a good job. And it's work
Hmm.
and I'd be working with like my favorite teacher. Oh, I didn't tell the story of how it happened. That should tell that one. That was a good one. So my boss, who likes me, was bigging me up to my former professor who works at the school. And she's like, "Oh, I remember Gwen. She's great. She'll be doing this." It's like, "Yeah." It's like, we're hiring, right?" And I was like, "Huh?" And he's telling me this. It's like, "Yeah, I bigged you up. I talked to her, and then she sent over the stuff." Now I sent an email said, "I am interested in working with you. I would love to do this." Blah 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 blah. Now
She did the adult thing.
I did the adult thing, and even after I sent it, he because this all happened within 5 minutes of each other. That he's telling me the story. He says, "Send her the email." I did, and then she had already sent the email with the job posting, and I'm just like, "Oh, you were serious, serious. Okay." So instead of letting my anxiety get to me, I applied the same day, and I used the not evil, the
Resourceful.
no, the infamous.
It's resourceful.
It no, it's resourceful. I'm explaining this.
No, no, but I know what you're trying to say, and I'm just letting everybody else know. Keep this in mind. No matter how what people say about it, it's still resourceful.
That's what I was getting at. You didn't let me finish with the words coming out of my mouth.
Do I ever though?
No, and do I always say this? Yes. So
Yes.
like I was saying, I use the infamous Chat GPT. Now with Chat GPT, I will say for like in school, don't use it. Well, I would say use it, but I just found out from my interns that his whole school banned it,
Oh,
and
they
they
can
said,
ban all they want. They can't track it.
"Oh no, I know," but they're saying don't use it, so he's not using it because I was
Yeah,
doing it.
he's being respectful of the ethical requirements, but I
Hmm.
can guarantee there are plenty of students that will still use it.
Oh yeah, and I am saying that it is. It reminds me of Grammarly. When Grammarly
Mm,
came, when Grammarly came out, everybody was up in arms, said like, "I don't like it. It's this, that, and the third, and stuff." But the things why I say where it's not infamous and it's still good for helping people is it's teaching you to write better.
it
Same way,
does. It
same way with
does.
Grammarly because I realized how much I use Grammarly when I was in school and stuff. My grammar did get better because I am paying attention to what it says, to
You
what it's writing, and
guys,
I'm using it again. And I'm like with
and
Chat
how you say
GPT,
things, and
yes,
how you say things, because that's one of the things I will admit and say that if you write something and ChatGPT thinks you said this, and that's like, no, that's not what I really meant, then you
hmm
have to go back to see what the hell you wrote, or tweak that so that ChatGPT can actually give you the answer you were trying to look for.
right. And that's the point I was getting at. It is it's it's bad when you use it to replace people, but if you use it in the way that it's meant for, it is actually very, very helpful. So I sent the email and then I had ChatGPT do my cover letter because I hate writing a cover letter. Cover letters are the thing. That sucker, I was like, I hire me. Ooh.
And it's
I,
not like, you'll be sorry, people. It's not like she didn't write the cover letter. All she asked ChatGPT to do was to rewrite what she's already written. And that's the
yes.
thing. A lot of people forget that when the way you use ChatGPT, because some people
Mm-hmm.
will say, okay, here, 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 now write this. Basically, draft something. When you ask it to rewrite, you're
Mm-hmm.
basically saying, here's what I already drafted. Now I want you to rewrite this in a better way.
Right.
And that's all she's using it for.
Exactly. So it's teaching me better things with that. And so I was like, I actually got out my head for once and sent it the same day. Mind you, all within 5 minutes. I'm laughing because I'm using it as a teaching moment to show my interns how to use it for resume and stuff because
Uh-huh.
I've been dropping little
You
hints of
see, you
things.
see what she's doing, people. This is what she's already doing. She's training. That's why she's an MSW. Okay, she's training other people how to utilize their resources and to get out of their own dang heads when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to anxiety. How to work on anxiety in a different and more positive light. So she may not see it all the time because she blind, but at the same time she's telling you what she's done to show you that she's already bypassed a lot of things and she's achieved a lot more. And I always say, if it's something that God wants you to do, and if it's something that God wants, because God can see way more than we can.
Oh
And if
yeah.
God already sees what she can be doing with this position, then the position is hers, guarantee. Guarantee. But even if it's not, the steps she has taken, the lives she has changed just by doing what she's already done so far,
Hmm.
big it up.
Yeah. So, and then what else was there this week? So that was like the biggest thing this week, but it's just that I've noticed that I've been able to be quiet more. Because something like what we always talk about the professor, I'm about to say professor, therapist, is she's like, since mommy passed, I have to learn to be quiet and not do everything to, take my mind off of it. I'm actually able to sit and talk about her and not just burst into tears and do, craziness. And I'm like,
She's honoring her mom
mm-hmm.
by living. And that's
Yeah,
something I actually am trying to help another friend do,
yeah,
because it's been 3 years since her son passed away and she's so focused on that. And I'm not a mom,
yeah.
so I don't know what it's like, but I know grief.
Mm-hmm.
And when,
She's stuck in a part of grief.
yes, and when you can finally get to a point in the grieving process to honor those that have passed
Mm-hmm.
by living a, a world, a life to your fullest,
Mm-hmm.
and you honor them in a way to say, look, this is what you taught me
Yeah.
because I'm here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So this was a good week for that. So it's getting better, but it's
I'm
still
so
there.
proud of She had no idea how much I'm proud of her, but I'm proud of her. No, because seriously, people, you have to understand, we've known each other for 30 plus years. Now, the Gwendolyn that I knew, let's put it this way, growing up, because again, none of us are the same. But even like 10 years ago, man, this would not have been the same response, the
Oh hell
maturity
no.
level, the
Oh hell
spirit,
no.
yeah, the maturity level, the spiritual level that she's got right now is so,
Even 5 years ago.
girl, it's so, people, it is so different because there's such a maturity and a grace that Gwendolyn has like, I'm not afraid, and I'm not afraid. I don't fear my friend doing something stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't fear that because of how she's reacted. Now, there's people who can fake shit. Let me tell you that. There are people who can fake some shit out. You can tell when someone's faking some stuff if you know them. The grace that she's had right now, the attitude, and the clarity. Does she go through her moments? Of course. Who isn't? But it's the grace and attitude that she has exuded or underlying shows so much respect to the life her mother had. So much respect. to the father that is still there. So much respect to the spouse that she's still that's with her, that guides her. So much respect for herself with God, and I am very proud of that as her friend for so many years, sister like. And to me, it's a testimony for a lot of you out there who is going through grief. There is honor. There is honor and a prestige when you live with everything in you because it shows such respect for those that have gone, respect in the life they lived by honoring them, living your life to the fullest. Please don't forget that. Please
Yeah.
don't dwell in the pain because that means that nothing they did for you was ever joy. And that's not true.
Hmm.
Honor them by living and showing the world that they gave you life because they lived. Ah. So I am very proud of my friend. So
Thank you. Okay. So, with that being said, and me not getting a big head or learning to not take a compliment, because I'm really hard at doing that sometimes.
that's another
So,
thing we're learning.
yes, I'm like, just take the compliment and move on. So, we're going to go into our stats. Now, for one
I'm sick. There's my stats.
now, she lose 5 pounds from this, she'll be happy. But I said
No,
only
my
5.
son won't. He'll come back. Go
Oh,
into her stats. Let her go into her stats.
I'm like, you keep disappearing. You know that, right?
I
Got you.
do.
Okay.
I'm
So,
blowing my nose.
oh, okay. No, that's no problem. I was just letting you know. Okay.
They don't
So,
need to see all that.
oh no. So, here are my stats. I lost 12 pounds. I am so freaking happy. Oh my god.
Booty hoo.
So, I have, um, so I lost 12 pounds, which is good. So I'm now down to 263.
Hmm.
And that's good because that's more weight because the weight I lost the last time came back because I was off that medication.
Mm-hmm.
And, and now I'm on a new medication that does not get me as sick. So it's Montejero, I think. So it's like the Ozempic, but for me, not all the side effects because I'm still nauseous and stuff. There's per se of throwing up, like I said, but it's not as bad. It's not as hurtful.
Yeah,
The
for her. Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying for me on this new medication. So I don't get all the side effects that are really painful, which is good. So I'm like, okay, so it's working the way it's supposed to. Now, also, my sugar is better because I have on no glasses. The glasses,
Hmm.
the glasses that I have, my eye doctor told me it's like in a month when your sugar goes down, you won't need these glasses anymore. So I am halfway there because I can see distance and not have a problem and be able to read and everything. It's the close up that I can't see just yet. So like if I'm reading a book, I need to put my glasses on. So it's like so that is showing me that my sugar is going down because there's no way for me to really test it right now until I go to the doctor and see what my A1C is.
Hmm.
But that's the guide point I'm using at this moment. So I'll be going back to the doctor like sometime next month. You know, just to check everything because I go every 3. Ooh, excuse me, sorry about that.
Hmm.
So, the only other thing is that I've done is like I am actually going to get a proper scale. I'm going to spend a coin because I realize I've been buying these cheap scales and they don't tell me nothing. They be telling me all kinds of off things and stuff like that. I said, you know what? I'm going to spend a
Spend
coin.
the $20 and get a nice, good AI equipped scale that has a mobile app and call it a day.
No,
You're gonna spend more than 20?
I'm going to spend more than 20 because I already bought it.
Mhm. Oh, what'd
Because
you buy?
so I found a scale that it's wider than a normal scale It's meant for heavier people. So like you know how they say sometimes the max weight is like 300.
Mm-hmm.
The max weight on this is 550. I didn't know they had that either. I've only seen those in the
I mean, I
doctor's
would.
office.
That's a good point to point out because I guess that you would if you were someone who tends to teeter closer to three, then you probably would want a scale that's going above three. Or if you're someone who is over three, there are plenty of
Hmm.
men who are over three,
Yeah,
and women who would probably want to see their progression. Smart
exactly.
idea.
Yeah. So it's that. It's also thicker and it has pressure sensors. So my floors aren't even. They're not like super warped, but they're warped enough that it's off. And I
Mhm.
find out like that because I had the other scale, you know, where you had that crank thing where if you move it at different spots on the floor, you get a different weight.
Yes. Yes, I do. I have seen that. And that's why, like, the one I have, I got it on Amazon. That's why it was less. But it
Hmm.
has those spots where you can put your feet on,
Right.
and then
So,
the bottom piece, whatever.
right.
It no matter what. Yet I still have two scales in my bathroom, people, just because I'm that weird.
No, which is why I bought this scale because it has a pressure sensor. So even if you're off a little bit, it's still centered, and
Yeah.
it's a wider base. So it's actually made for like if you have people with mobility aids because they showed us somebody in a walker can stand on it and still hold on to the walker and be balanced to get their
Mhm.
weight. And I was like, and then I went to the comments because if I'm spending this coin, I'm doing all the research.
Understandable. That is a very good thing to do.
Right. So I was in the comment. They was like, no, I went to the doctor and they came back and this was the same scale. It's digital to this point and it has the point things and the stuff. And this is at the third. It's like a
That's
4.6.
That is a good thing to point out when you can
Mhm.
go to your scale that same day and go to your doctor's office the same day and the scales are not off. And if they
Exactly.
are, they may be like a pound off.
Exactly. And she said, no, it was spot on to the point
Hmm.
decibel. I was like, okay, it's a 4.6 rating and it's only $47.
Well, that's not so bad.
No, it's not. I wasn't spending like crazy
Hell,
amounts.
I spend more on food than that.
Me
And
too.
that's not even groceries I'm talking about, people.
Me too. So I figured I get that in this way because I said with the weight loss journey and then the fact that I am losing weight, that I should actually be able to track it properly. Because I
Hmm.
got on my regular scale that I have that's a the little spinny one, the
I
manual
haven't done
one.
a spin one in decades.
That's the one I had. And I'm like, it told me that I gained 7 pounds and Kim lost 7 pounds in a week. So this is what prompted to get the new scale. Yeah, I know. Because when I weighed myself last week, I was 267. This one tried to tell me, I mean 263. This one tried to tell me in a week I'm 270. I'm like, and I know I'm like, I just went to the bathroom and I'm butt naked. So it shouldn't be that bad. I know. Go ahead.
No, I just don't understand how you still have the spin scales.
Oh, this was been in the no, no,
This
no,
is
no,
where this flabbergasted. I'm like,
no,
how
no,
do
no,
you
no.
still have a spinny scale?
Because I had got a spinning scale. I've had this thing for over 5 years now. It's just been sitting in the closet. So I decided to pull out because it's the only skill I have. Right
Uh,
at no, right at this moment.
see, you know dang well I never not without a scale in my house, and I
Well,
have
see
not
that.
had any type of spin squatter in.
Oh, I know. This is why I said because before what happened was I went back to the spinning scale because I thought the digital scale was off, not realizing it's the floors.
Oh,
So this is why I said if I'm gonna get a scale, I'm gonna spend the coin and get a proper scale to be able to do this because I want to do the things. You know, so that spinny scale is about to be gone. And my dumb butt thinking, oh, the spinny scale would be more accurate. And I was like, no. But remember, this was 5, 10 years ago since I've had the scale. It's not like I just bought it. No. You know how bad it You know how long ago I bought this? I bought it at Bobby's.
Haitians don't call it bobbies.
I'm not Haitian.
Yes, but I'm just letting anybody else know out there. Haitians don't call it bobbies. We call it booby.
I know it's boobies. It's boobies.
I'm like, Bobby? When she said Bobby, I was like, oh, she means Bobby. And I'm so sorry. But Haitians, and as a child of Haitian people growing up in Brooklyn, because you got Bobby's one and you got Bobby's two. and, then,
Exactly.
and then growing up, every Haitian I know, oh, opale ko de Bobby, oh, opale Bobby, oh, opale Bobby. So when people used to tell me, oh, I'm going to Bobby's, I'm like, who the hell's Bobby?
I'm look. I am not Haitian. I
Oh
live in a
my
Haitian. I live in a Haitian
God.
nooberhood. I'm Haitian adjacent, so there's certain days that it'll come out American. And since I haven't said the word Bobby's in I don't know how long,
Woo!
it's the
Take
same
that
damn
in.
store.
Oh my God, I can't believe I just started singing that song. That was so wrong. Anyone who's Haitian, y'all didn't hear me say that. What I just started singing. Y'all didn't hear me sing that, okay? Oi, 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 because I don't want anyone with no political correctness coming after me, okay? That was just a song I know growing up. So I know it's wrong. I'm just saying.
Exactly. But anyway, so those are my stats, and I'm actually really happy, and so I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and it's like my food intake has gotten better, and I realized I have been snacking on fruit, and it's been good because I've been high and I've gotten the fruit because it's
It's funny.
apple season, and I've been eating apples.
I've been shopping at the healthy people, like fast food, healthy fast food. One of the things they give at one of the stores I had recently got to, I had ordered some things, and each item, no matter what it came with, because I guess it was breakfast time or whatever, they give you these little itty bitty jars filled with blueberries, which are it's a great snack, people. It's just a great little snack
Oh
to
no,
carry.
no, I just don't like blueberries. I
Yeah,
like
no,
black.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I like them because sometimes they're either tart or sweet.
No, I like blackberries.
I love blackberries.
I've been eating.
Blackberries, strawberries. Oh, no, not strawberries. Raspberries.
Mm,
Blackberries and raspberries. Ooh.
yeah, I have been down in some blackberries and apples.
And there's a thing that we used to drink a lot, Manischewitz,
Oh
uh,
yeah, that's
the
still a thing.
blackberry currant wine.
Hmm.
We're not Jewish, but we love that. We love that,
Oh no, 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 no! Black people and Jewish are less just like this because we will eat all
girl.
of your food because
With
give
the
you some of
quickness,
that, give you some of the challah bread, and you
girl.
and you make a
Matzo
sandwich.
balls in
You
soup.
make a sandwich, and then oh, don't make French toast with challah bread. Oh my God, talk about fat people happy.
You know they sell that at some of the restaurants. They sell it at the they sell it at my Aldi's over here. And my baby brother, I forgot what he made for us the one morning, but he had that challah bread, and it was the vanilla. It was French vanilla challah bread.
Mmm, that sound good.
It was so good. It was so good, but so bad because I sat there. We went right back to that store, and we were like,
I told you, it's dangerous. It's really
and it's
dangerous.
soft. Woo! Jesus, we could talk about food all day.
Oh,
It's so messed up.
oh yes, and also I'm officially a size 22 now because
Um,
I bought more pants, so that means I went down a pant size because I was buying
um,
24s. Because um, Sheila and I, we both do these things. We buy baggier pants because or
yes,
baggier clothes just because it's more comfortable to us
yes.
and aesthetically.
No matter
So
what size I've ever been, I've always liked to go. Because in my early 40s, I was like a size 6, and I literally still preferred to
or a
wear my size
12.
8. 8? No, I'll put on an 8 or 12. Yeah,
That's
or 10 actually. No, I would wear even though
you.
I was
Yes,
6, I
it
would put
was
on a size
it's
10.
at 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
So the thing is that with the 22s on, it looks like it's tight to my shape, but these suckers, I could do a split in them if I want to. And
they're
I
very
was like,
flexible. Is what she's saying.
very,
Say,
very, very flexible because I was like, oh, these are nice. And I was like, okay. It's like,
like I do this.
yes. So those are my stats, Sheila. You besides you're
Uh,
sick.
besides me being sick, the scale and I have not really talked because she hasn't really moved. So I had an issue with my menstrual cycle, which shot up. So it went from like a 224 to a 229 one day. But there's no menstrual cycle showing up. So now it's going slowly back down to like 227. So it's going back down again even further. But I still would like to see the menstrual cycle versus me having to go through the pain of having the symptoms of menstrual cycle, the bloatation. That's what really kills me right now, people. Bloat. I'm bloated. And I hate being bloated because bloated is just extra water weight for no damn reason.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, but other than that, I just need to shield my immune system a little bit better. And because I don't like people, people bring me sickness. People bring me sickness. But I do like to go out with people, just not be in there with them prolonged. But other than that, I'm perfectly fine. Mentally, I'm having issues just because there's a lot of things going on at my job. But I'm working on that by the grace of God. So voila.
Voila. Okay. So, just did
Oh, and
that.
Ozempic don't do squat for me.
You just started it.
I don't care. I don't see no weight loss nowhere going on with that sucker, especially probably because of my period issues. But I'm
Yes,
just saying, I ain't see nothing.
because you just
But I realize there are some people who don't lose weight with Ozempic at all. It just does what
no
it's supposed to do. My help my diabetes. That's it.
right. No, I understand. I lost a lot of weight on it. I lost maybe 15 pounds, and it all came back after I stopped it. But
How long were you on it?
that's what I was about to say. It was a good 2-3 months.
Oh, I
You just started. It's not going to take. And I've been on this Manjaro for at least
three
a
weeks.
month. You know,
3 weeks.
you gotta give it at least a month and a half for it to think. You just love everything right now, and I'm just like, you just
Because I
started.
live in the land of the now.
Yeah, I know that, but not everybody else does.
Ah, my neck. Mm. Yes, I know. I keep telling myself you need to wait to see if anything will happen to you on that, but I really don't think it will. I did learn though that I can't take it with my phentermine because it exasperates my IBS-C.
Okay.
So I had to stop taking that my phentermine. So
Yeah. So I would say give it another couple of weeks to see what it does, and it might just be that it just helps with your A1C and not lose the weight. But also, you have the menstrual problem, and so you might
and
have
that
lost.
hormonal imbalance.
I know it might be that the weight that you lost is the water weight that you have on now. I'm just saying that is a
No,
possibility.
she's speaking truth, but again, and again, I'm looking at it from this point of view. People, I'm 46. I have other health issues that can, you know, tweak each
Exactly.
other. So,
That's what I'm saying. It's like no, don't get into the it don't work stuff like
yeah,
that because
I
I
know
don't want
Gwendolyn
you to
be
get in.
my social worker too. So,
Well, I don't want you to get it in your brain cells because then you stop taking medicine and then you get sick again, and I'll be
no,
looking
no,
at you
no.
like you stupid. No, no,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. I don't
because
want to
you've
do that.
done that. You've done that in the past, and then and I give you the look, and I'm just like, if I was in the same state, I'd throw something at you.
She's correct. That's why I'm laughing.
Okay, with all that being said, and you got any more stats or no?
No, no, I'm just ready to pray.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. We
I
going
know.
and anyway, she does this on purpose now. For 30 plus years, she's been interrupting me on purpose just to irritate me. And she knows it. She's shaking her head. All y'all people listening out there, she's shaking her head. I got video evidence of her incriminating herself.
Sometimes I do it just to drive her nuts, and then sometimes it's just the way I am.
Yeah, pretty much. But she know when she doing it on purpose. Okay. So, okay. Oh yeah. Oh, Wait a minute. Um, Sheila. Okay, I'm gonna. I'm actually gonna show something on camera. I got a new poise, and it's so cute. Wait a minute. Let me hold it. Get the thingy right, because I want to show you. Me and Sheehan have been like to get. Ooh, hold on. I gotta take the blur off.
Why am I going all up in my mouth?
I have no idea, but look at her.
Oh, she's cute. Is that? Oh my God, that's such a stylish little rabbit.
Yes, and oh wait a minute. And the rabbit has a purse.
I see. She's so stylish.
You
So
got
it's
a
like the
rabbit got a
rabbit's
purse.
supposed to be like a miniature you.
Yes, you see this? This is so cute.
That is cuteness.
$20.
Ooh, that is cuteness on a budget.
Yes, that I don't care about the blur anymore, and you can see my house. Um,
Oh,
because I had to take the blur off for a second. No,
sorry, I was focused on the bag. So what? And I've seen your house.
I'm talking about the people. They see my
Oh,
house too, but it's like,
y'all just don't need to see me because where I'm sitting, I'm in my bed.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not
So
an invalid. I'm just tired.
right, no. So Shein has The reason I wanted this, I want to big up Shein because when I say they got everything now,
Sponsorship, please. Can we
please,
get some sponsorship?
I already spend money on you. Just give me money so I can spend more money.
Yeah, but we can actually sponsor and be able to review items. Hello,
I would so do that. I would so totally do that. But they have got
sign up,
everything now.
woman. Godly spiritual ladies should sign up for their godly spiritual stuff.
Hmm.
They've got
Okay,
so many cool Christian T-shirts,
they do. Cause I seen
and
this
they're
one.
inexpensive. I have some in my cart.
Oh, I seen them. Like they got this pray one that I was looking at because I was buying winter stuff, and I was like,
Oh my God, we should so do that. Godly spiritual ladies should go sponsor to do their godly stuff. Oh my God, they should do that with. We should go sign up.
okay, when you figure that out, because that's a you. That's
That's a
see,
shield thing. Yes, that is.
yeah. Okay, see, okay, people in this company, we play to our strength,
Yes, we
and
do.
what, and we have what is it ideas and surprises, and those ideas could come up from either one of us, and both of us know who's gonna do it. That's a Sheila
Uh-huh.
thing.
We're co CEOs,
Yes,
and so we know which is what who does what.
yeah. I'm producer, technical person, because Sheila says I'm just gonna show up and be talent. You
And
do.
find us money.
Yes, that's what I said. I'm like, yeah, I do
And
technical
find
stuff.
us money. We do retreats. Our retreats are called self retreats.
Hmm.
Yes, these are self retreats. That's why when we leave our areas of our dwelling,
Yes,
it's going to be a long, long episode.
not really.
Yes, it is because they know I'm going to finish in 2 minutes.
I didn't say you're gonna finish in 2 minutes. I'm
Oh,
saying I am saying this. Okay, we hit an hour and we're good.
yeah, I'm not going to finish in 15 minutes, but God bless your heart. Thank you for thinking that I can. Give me at least 30 minutes.
Okay, now before you say that, and we start, do you want to just cut it down and do one proverb today?
I'll see how many I can get.
Because we still have to discuss.
Yes. Well, you discuss. I talk.
You know what? You do whatever you're gonna do.
Let's pray.
Go for it.
Lord, you knew where I wanted to go tomorrow. Please give me some strength. Let me drag myself where I want to go. But if it's not your will to let me do that, I'll keep my behind where I'm supposed to be. I thank you so much for so many different changes and perspectives that we got to see this week ourselves here at Godly Spiritual Ladies. And I wonder if it's the same for a lot of our viewers and listeners. And if it is, let's not forget that God is always there. God is always with you, even when you think God is not, and that you are alone in any endeavor that you do. Please know that you're not. Please know that you're not. If you are a believer, know that you are never, ever, ever alone. and that there is a decent, caring presence always around you, no matter how far you feel that you're in the darkness. Know that there is healing, but know that there is life that has a cycle that is always going to continue to flow. And it may not flow in the direction you like, but it's still going to flow. And that one day it will be your turn as well. And you want to live a certain way so that your friends and families and those that are around you can see what God has done for you. So I ask all of you to remember, don't be so angry with those that are always around you. When people say dumb stuff, understand that it's dumb. Pray for them to have some wisdom. Pray for them to know what knowledge is. And when people do evil things around you, wicked things around you, pray for them because they don't know what they're doing. And if they do know what they're doing, pray that whatever demonic or evil presence in their life has brought them to that point, pray that they learn to change before their hour is up. I want to give all thanks to God, all thanks to wisdom, and all thanks to the one that spared their life, that shed their blood on the cross. We are dynamic. We are God's children. Let us all say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Let's get on to Proverbs. Whoop, whoop. So my face may or may not be on the screen, so just let y'all know that. Thank you. Thank y'all. Proverbs 7, because I'm a girl who's a number 7. What? Because I love to dress to seduce. That's right. I said it. I said it. I went there. Dear friend, do what I tell you. Treasure my careful instruction. Do what I say, and you'll live well. My teaching is as precious as your eyesight. Guard it. Write it out on the back of your hands. Etch it on the chambers of your heart. Talk to wisdom as to a sister. Treat insight as your companion. They'll be with you to fend off the temptress, that smooth talking, honey tongue seductress. No, I'm not talking about myself. As I stood at the window of my house, looking out through the shutters, watching the mindless.
Hey, what happened there? You you went out. Sheila. Okay, it looks like we're having small technical difficulty because for some reason Sheila's gone. Oh, but she's back. Hello?
I'm still there. You can't hear me?
No, your audio went out.
Oh, that sucks. All right. Well,
Oh,
my audio is back though.
yeah, you're good. You're back and your audio's back.
All right. Cool. 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 All right. So, where'd you stop hearing me? You have no idea. Oh my Lord. Sweet baby Jesus. She don't remember where I left off. Oh, she's
I'm sorry. I started thinking of other stuff.
uh let me come back. Let me come back. Let me try this. Let me try this.
Oh,
All
y'all
right,
getting
let
a
me try it again.
supersonic episode today.
Y'all gonna get some. Y'all gonna get some. But anyway, let me go back. I'm gonna go back two verses.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that far that you was missing.
All right, so I spotted a young man without any sense, arriving at the corner at the street where she lived, then turning up the path to her house. It was dusk, the evening coming on, the darkness thickening into the night. Just then, a woman met him. She'd been lying in front, wait for him, dressed to seduce him, brazen and brash. She was restless and roaming, never at home, walking the streets and loitering the small mall. The girl was a tramp, people. She was a tramp. She was a tramp. She was a tramp. Okay. Hanging out at every corner in town. She threw her arms around him and kissed him boldly, took him in his arms and said, I've got all the markings for a feast. Today made my offering. My vows are all paid. And so now I've come to find you, hoping to catch sight of your face, and here you are. Seductress, people, seductress. Okay. I spread fresh, clean sheets on my bed. Colorful imported linens. My bed is aromatic with spices and exotic fragrances. Come. Let's make love all night. Spend the night in ecstasy, love making. My husband's not home and he's always on business and he won't be back for a month. Stop straying from your houses, people. Stop straying from your houses. Okay. Okay. Soon she has him eaten out of her hand, bewitched by her honeyed speech. Before you knew it, he's strutting behind her like a calf led to the butcher shop. Like a stag lured into ambush and then shot
Okay,
with an arrow.
Sheila, song
What?
break. No, I was saying song break. Dirty
What?
Diana.
Ooh,
That's what I was
ooh,
thinking. You feel me, right?
ooh,
Dirty
yes,
Diana.
yes. Girl,
I was
she
listening to it the
had,
other day. Yeah, right there. Dirty Diana was based on this proverb.
you know it had to. You know someone was sitting in the middle of church going, oh,
Mm.
oh, oh,
Oh yes, let's put a guitar riff to this.
what?
Okay, now keep
So,
continuing.
so here's what she said. So, friends, listen to me. Okay, listen to me. Take these words of mine most seriously. Don't fool around with a woman like that or a man like that, okay? Don't even stroll through his or her neighborhood. Countless victims come upon his or her spell. He or she is the death of any poor man or woman, and he or she runs a halfway house to hell, okay? Fits out, fits you out with a shroud and a coffin, okay? Now,
Okay.
moving right along.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, you said shroud and coffin and stop talking.
Oh, well, yeah, I had to come back. Moving
Oh,
right
okay.
along.
I was
Chapter
confused.
8.
Okay, thank you. I was like, I'm confused for a second here. It's like, okay,
Lady
please go on.
Wisdom calls out. Now you can pretend I'm her. Okay. Do you hear Lady Wisdom calling? Can you hear her, madam, in sight, raising her voice? She's taken her stand at First and Main. Just go out there. It's the busiest intersection, right in the city square where the traffic is thickest, and she shouts, "You! I'm talking to you all. Everyone here on the streets. Listen, you idiots, and learn good sense. You blockheads, shape up." She's got attitude, people. She got attitude. She got attitude. Don't miss a word of this. I'm telling you how to live well. I'm telling you how to live at your best. My mouth chews and savors and relishes the truth like good steak. I can't stand the taste of evil. Tut, 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 tut. You only hear true and right words out of my mouth. Not one syllable will be twisted or chewed. Listen, y'all recognize this as true. You with open minds, okay? True, ready minds will see it at once. In other words, dumb minds don't even bother paying attention, okay? Prefer my life discipline over chasing after money. That is something I tell people all the time. Stop chasing money, chase your career. Because why? Here's the next line: the God knowledge over a lucrative career. For wisdom is better than all the trappings of wealth. Nothing you could wish for holds a candle to her. Okay? I am Lady Wisdom. I live next to sanity. Okay, not insanity. I live next to sanity. I live next to knowledge and discretion. Live just down the road. Okay, the fear of God, meaning hating evil, whose wise I hate with a passion. Pride and arrogance and crooked talk, they out the next street and they ain't got nothing to do with me. See, good counsel and common
Okay, so you dropped out again at good counsel.
Okay, thank you for telling me where I was.
Oh no, I remember. I'm paying attention this time. I'm paying attention.
And common sense are my characteristics. I am both insight and the virtue in to live it out. With my help, leaders rule and lawmakers are legitimate fairly. Okay? Their legislators are fairly. With my help, governors govern along with all my legitimate authority. Because again, common sense ain't common. I love those who love me. I really do. Those who look for me find me. I'm not that hard to find. Wealth and glory accompany me. See, look for me, then you find wealth. You see what I'm saying? How that works? Also, substantial honor and a good name. My benefits are worth more than a big salary, and even bigger salary. Okay? Returns on me exceed with imaginable bonuses. Now, I'm going to tell you this when you follow wisdom, things do happen. Be honest, be truth with that, okay? You can find me on Righteous Road because, I'm a righteous chick. That's where I walk. You see, at the intersection of Justice Avenue, handing out life to those who love me, filling their arms with life, armloads of life. See, God sovereignty made me. Okay, sovereignly made me, and the basic, before he did anything else. You understand me? You understand me? God made me before any of anything else. Read that wisely, people. God sovereignly made me the first, the basic, before he did anything else. A lot of people don't miss that part right there. God made wisdom long before God made anything else. So who was with God in the beginning? Wisdom. Wisdom. I'm the basic. I'm the foundation. That's right. I said it. I am. I was brought into being a long time ago, well before Earth got its start. I arrived on the scene before ocean. Yes, even before springs and rivers and lakes, before mountains were sculpted and hills took shape. I was already there. Newborn. Yes, I was newborn, long before God stretched out Earth's horizons and tended to the minute details of soil and weather and the sky firmly in place. I was there. Understand me? Was there. Me.
You all
When
right
he
over
mapped,
there?
yeah, when he mapped and gave borders to the wild oceans, built the vast vault of heaven, okay, and installed the fountains that filled the ocean. When he drew a boundary for sea, posted a sign that said no trespassing, and when the staked out on Earth's foundations, I was right there with him, making everything fit. You see, you cannot make things work if you don't have moi. Okay. Day after day, I was there with my joyful applause. I was like, okay, that was good. That was good. Always enjoying his company. You cannot have a man without a woman. I'm just sorry. You just can't. You just can't. Male and female go together. Sometimes we can multiply that, but I'm just saying we go together. Okay, like gravy. Okay. So, okay, day after day, I was there, delighted with the world of things and creatures, happily celebrating the human family. So, my dear friends, listen carefully. Those who embrace these my ways are most blessed. Mark of life, of discipline, and live wisely. Don't squander your precious life. Blessed the man, blessed the woman who listens to me, awake and ready for me each morning, alert and responsive at the start of my day's work. When you find me, you find life, real life. So, to say nothing of God's great good pleasure, but if you wrong me, You damage your very soul. When you reject me, you're flirting with death. That's your fault, not mine. Amen. I'm stopping at
Amen.
8
Okay.
because,
That's
like,
why I was
literally 1 hour. Boom.
very good. Now, the jokes that we were having before was that Proverbs 7 is Dirty Diana. Just go listen to that song by Michael Jackson. That is a great song. It puts it there. It's like, see, without wisdom, and you cheating on wisdom, with the world, you get stuck with this Dirty Diana instead of this lovely, gorgeous Sarah. That's just the name I just packed up in my head. You know, uh, or just call it wisdom. You know, but the only other thing I could say about these two
Chapters.
proverbs,
Mm.
yeah, thank you, chapters. I couldn't think of that word. I don't know why. Is it is telling you what we said so many times over and over again. Sense is not common. Se- you need wisdom and you need discernment to understand the wisdom and understanding that it was the second thing that was there. So God was there, then there was wisdom. So even God knew that we needed that. And wisdom was like, no, I'm going to be here to make sure everything is okay. And so you would have to understand and grasp this factor of wisdom and understanding what it is. And it's not, oh, here is the thing that I want all of our viewers to understand. It's not hard. It really isn't. It is sense. It is common sense. That's why it's called common sense because it is a common thing. Wisdom and discernment. Ask for those things. It's not like we don't ask for them. You ask for everything else. You ask for a new TV. You ask for new shoes. You ask for a job. Ask for wisdom and discernment. Discernment to understand the wisdom. Wisdom so you be out here and be wise and not be a foolish, as Sheila was putting out, harlot that is just walking the streets. And that is my
Doing
2
just
cents.
dumb stuff, just doing dumb things. And Gwen also made a good point earlier when she said that she's learning to be quiet. And a lot of times people just say the first thing out their dumb mouth, out their mouths, because this is just how we are raised, depending on whatever culture you're in. Sometimes we do say the things that come in the top of our heads. Whereas if you're quiet sometimes, you really listen to what other people are trying to tell you.
That is
You can
true.
actually decipher what they're saying. But then it kind of gives you time to marinate.
And process. And that's
Hmm.
where that discernment comes in, the processing part of the marinated. So once you have the discernment, that's why they said wisdom goes with discernment. It's, they hand in hand. They're like this. How you doing? But that is it. So on this supersized episode of Godly Spiritual Ladies, which will happen every now and then because we had a lot of good stuff to talk about this week, so it wasn't all bad. And,
So
us
next time I'm
just,
going to try to do 4 proverbs. Let's see how that
what?
works.
No, I had already thought about that in my head. Don't worry. We're going to do 4 proverbs because hopefully we won't have as much jibber jabber knowing when you have to do your proverbs. But this week we had the jibber jabber because it was
We
all
did.
important. It was important. It was all good jibber jabber.
It was. It was.
Okay. So we want to say thank you. And this has been another episode of Godly Spiritual Ladies. I am one of your co hosts, Gwendolyn. That is.
Sheila.
And we will see y'all next time. Bye bye.